Hello, this is Andara. Welcome to my channel. We are going to be doing a series of videos. This is a complete playthrough from start until proverbial finish for Fallout 4. I know that there have been issues with Fallout, and there are still issues. Issues I myself, even from time to time, run into. And we're gonna see how this goes. Periodically, the game will shut down on me, and I'll have to replay a portion. If that happens and I'm able to edit out that part of it, I may do so, depending on how far back I have to go. I do play with mods, and I am going to go through real quick and just show you the mods that I use. That way, if you're interested in any of the mods, you can give them a try. So, they're pulling up. It takes a hot minute to load these. Okay, so we're going to go to my load order. Alright, so we have from the top down the unofficial Fallout 4 patch, which is, I think most people that use mods do end up downloading. I don't know how relevant it is at this point, because this is a pretty old patch. I don't know how often it gets revised, but I've had this patch for years. After that, I've got the workshop framework for the PC, the HUD framework for the PC. The workshop framework opens up the settlement system for mod authors to do more interesting things, fixes bugs, adds some new controls, to change a few things about the workshop model. And you can see when you go into it shows a number of different things. Some of these I've loaded in mainly because another mod that I use requires it. So the HUD framework, it's let me see, UI framework that makes it possible for mods to add new UI elements to the HUD or modify existing ones in a conflict-free way. So again, you can see what all else this does if you're interested. Again, it's in here because other mods that I use require it. I have the Sim Settlements 2 for the PC, and this is part 1. Tale of the Beast Hunter, which is currently a free mod. Whether it remains that way, I don't know. But I have not done this one yet, so it's definitely one I want to try. Become a Bounty Hunter. This one I did have to pay for, but from what I had read about it and heard about it, it was worth I think it was equated out to around $6 US. So I'm not sure what that would be in any other country, but that's what it is here in the US. Um, then the Kataros framework 2024, and that's a required mod from that is required for several other mods from the same modder. So this one is required for the others to work. We have Sim Settlements 2 Chapter 2 and Sim Settlements 2 Chapter 3, and this all increases is all part of the Sim Settlements. There it is a massive it's almost no it is technically equivalent to a DLC. It adds another major quest line that runs parallel to the regular quest. It's done in conjunction to the regular um, base game quest. You know, the quest to find your son and the killer of your spouse. Um, it includes a lot of different plot types that you can use. There are so many um, new NPCs and settlers that come to your that come and will join your settlements. Um, Allies. There are several new factions. So it's huge, and so far I'm very impressed with it. Then there's the Sim Settlements 2 SS2 HQ Upper Office Settlement, and it adds a new floor to the Sim Settlements 2 HQ and is fully functional as a settlement. So, and you can read about that if you are interested. And I don't know. I mean, I would imagine that it's going to work fine with it. Um, but it is massive. PC settlement electricity while wireless. I love this mod. I hate with a passion settlements, trying to build a settlement and have to have all these wires and you have to have all these different connectors and trying to figure out how do I put up a wall when a wire needs to run through it. You know, it's just, I hate wires. I hate them. Even in real life, I hate wires. So, for the most part, this will run everything. Um, there are, for some of the um, settlement items that you build, such as the water purifiers and, um, oh God, just so much. They have created a wireless option. So, like, uh, the oh, it's been a long day already. Um, the turrets, they have created a wireless option. So you just go through and you select the one that says wireless, so that you don't have to run wires between everything. And most of these things will run through the wireless system. There are only a few things that I've run into that have had to be manually wired. So, but not very much, at least not that I use. We have the TSS-MSR. That's the Sole Survivor's Military Service Record. It says the mod allows the player to choose the backstory of the sole survivor as a veteran of the Sino-American War. What branch the military served in, was sole survivor NCO or an officer? What was the final rank? What was the sole survivor trained in? How brutal were the sole survivor's combat combat deployments, what kind of advanced training did the sole survivor gain? Um, it says fully compatible with fast and alternate start menu mods. Menus will appear once you finish character creation. Load up an older save, or if you're using an alternate start mod, change world space locations. So, and this, it has a direct relation to your character's beginning experience because the service record counts as prior experience, and most of the time I start the game at about level 30, 32 ish. So, and you'll see that once we get the character created. The Armor and Weapons Keyword Community Resource, or AWKCR, for the PC with all DLCs. This is one of the resources that allows me to change the color of my armor, um, and well, this is the framework that those other mods fall under. So this is required for the mods that allow me to change the color of my armor and the power armor when I get it. So, and then Red Rocket Sightseer's Guide, new collectible magazines. Apparently, there is one in every Red Rocket, and it says widely distributed travel handbooks offering travel tips and directing tourists to landmarks, adventure spots, gift shops, and other interesting locations. Today, the guides are prized by explorers, caravaneers, and scavengers alike for their detailed road maps and exclusive dialogue of colorful location. Hidden throughout the Commonwealth, the Red Rocket Sightseer's Guide can be found in Red Rocket service stations scattered across the Commonwealth. New perks. The Red Rocket Sightseer's Guide provides a new perk, Road Trip Packer, permanently increasing carry weight capacity by 5 points per book, 15 points overall. So apparently there's like 3 different ones, I guess. That's what I'm understanding. Or 15 max, maybe. I don't know. Just something else, just another collectible. DCO's Junk and Miscellaneous Reclassifier. What this is, so it says small mod that makes items like folders, burnt books, and magazines, stingwing barbs, etc. appear in junk and have scrap value. Also makes the wooden soldier and golden grasshopper appear as miscellaneous, removing the scrap value to avoid accidentally scrapping them. I have done that. I've had, you know, in case you haven't played enough, I'm not going to say who, but one of the companions give me the wooden soldier, and I've kept it in my inventory and didn't realize until it was too late that it scrapped it when I needed to build something made of wood, and that was one of the items that I had on me. So I like that. And the same with the golden grasshopper. Concord Apartments Workshop PC. So it's an apartment. Apartment 8 now has a power box in the laundry room. Let's see here. So there are buildings, like this is an apartment building in Concord that has opened up, and it gives you I don't know if it's an additional settlement or if it's just a player home. I don't know. But I haven't really looked into this yet. This is a newer mod for me. So, the Beantown Interiors project. This opens up closed and boarded up storefronts all across the Commonwealth. So, um, it just gives more shops that you can wander through and look for treasures or look for building supplies, whatever. Beantown Interiors Optimization Patch. This is just a patch to help, I guess, fix some errors or adding additional details. I'm not sure. But it's a patch for Beantown Interiors, so to help it make it work better. The Beantown Book Club, there are 111 books to find across the Commonwealth in places kind of suited to the titles. Well, they don't really give you any title. It says each has a title and author in the style of Get Rich Quick by Robin Banks. These are not readable books. They are just purple books. I don't I always thought, well, it would be nice if they were like, just used a variety of different colors, but all the ones that I've ever found are purple. So, or like a really bright neon pink, kind of purplish pink. But it's just, it's fun to look for them, and it's like, oh, there's some more of those books, and I pick them up. City Plan Mega Pack for Sim Settlements 2 for the PC. Um, this is just some additional city plans that you can choose if you assign a mayor in your individual settlements. Add-on board games collection. This is one of the collectibles that is attached to the Kataros framework, or the Kataros uh, that it was like the third, fourth mod, I think, that I showed you from the beginning. So this is one of those, and it just gives a collection of board games, 150 board games, and there's also a shelf designed to store them that is available. Pinup card series, again by Kateros. It's uh, a set of 100 trading cards with different pinups and a poster that hangs on the wall that you attach them to. Add on Western card series, same as pinups but Western themed, 100 cards. And sci-fi cards, 100 cards, and a poster to pin them on. Same with the Western cards poster to pin them on. High Tides Wasteland Expansion. It says this mod is made using only Vanilla 4 resources and assets, making it feel like you're playing a new Fallout 4 update. More storage containers for finding things, more raider structures, new terminals, and makeshift miscellaneous lore. Hidden interiors can be found around the wasteland, much more coming soon. High Tides Wasteland Expansion is a mod that adds many more structures to the Commonwealth. Sometimes you see blank areas in the world that look like they could use some more objects. Well, this mod solves that problem, and it's by a modder, the High Tide, sorry. High Tides Wasteland Expansion Plus. This is just an additional add-on to the previous mod. New NPCs, new quests, new buildable objects, new items, new companions, fully voiced. So, a bunch of fun stuff. So, And again, these two here are very new, so I haven't really gotten into them very much. Additional map markers, it puts additional markers on the Pip-Boy map. So, and some of which you can fast travel to almost immediately, so you don't have to find them first. The cheat terminal, yes, I do use this. Some playthroughs I use it more than others. Um, I don't use every feature to it, but I do use it, especially in the very beginning, just so I can keep things going until I get things built up a little bit. Christmas in Diamond City, it puts a Christmas vibe in Diamond City for the and adding holiday trees and holiday lights. Kataros Treasures. This is kind of it. It adds 140 new perk magazines, 300 trading card collectible trading cards. It's the same sets that I have separately, and 60 collectible board games, but these board games, some of them are the same as the ones that come in the other set, and 50 postcards. The reason I have these postcard is for the postcards. I probably could discontinue the 300 collectible trading cards from the other three mods, but I mean at this point it's already in there and I'm not too worried about it. I just have two different posters up collecting each different set of cards because they are labeled a little differently, so they count as two different Western series sets, two different sci-fi series sets, and two different pinup sets, even though the cards, like number one for the pinup, is the same for each of the two different labelings of the same cards. So, this is a mod called More Mags. Says fun little mod that adds just one additional copy of each perk magazine to the Commonwealth, hidden in obscure places. So it says might even add some fun to players who already have magazine locations memorized. Now they can work on finding all of these for a new adventure. So it's just kind of fun. And I have run into some that's like, oh, okay, that's a duplicate of that one. Okay, that's fine. More mags, Far Harbor edition. It's the same deal. More of the additional copies of the Islander, the Almond Perk magazine, and so new comics pack adds 15 new comic books to well-known locations. All have a new custom textures and will add perks. And this one, no DLCs are required, so if you don't have the DLCs, you can still use this one. Valuable robot models and Buttercup toy. It just adds a collectible Buttercup toy and collectible robot models for you to find. Sim Settlements 2 DLC Settler patch. It's a patch for Sim Settlements 2 to make it function better with settlers from DLC such as Far Harbor Settlers and Nuka World Raiders Settlers. Rise of the Commonwealth for Sim Settlements 2. So anybody that's familiar with Sim Settlements, Rise of the Commonwealth, this is the Sim Settlements 2 version. It includes new municipal plots, multi-person living spots, training and recreation. It's a collection of 36 upgradable city plans. So, I mean, it just adds more to the Sim Settlements 2 um, gameplay. The castle fully restored in and out. Yes, the exterior walls for the castle have all been fixed, so that's why I got this one, so I don't have to do it. Expanded cooking recipes, ultimate. It gives additional cooking recipes. That's exactly what it is. Different recipes to try. Um, Sim Settlements 2 extended for the PC. New cat and dog breeds for for the pet store, companion themed flags, additional building plans, all kinds of good stuff. And if you're interested, you can read more about it here. This is basically a rundown of the mods that I'm currently using. More Diamond City bounties. This is just those bounties that you get in Diamond City. They will refresh more often, and they are repeatable. You don't get anything for doing these other than the satisfaction of knowing that, well, you've helped the Commonwealth by clearing some of these bounties. Sim Settlements 2 Superstructures, Sim Settlement 2 add-on pack, new plots, residential 3, agricultural 3, industrial 2 plus 4 variants, martial 3, municipal, recreation, commercial. I mean, lots of new. There are new 1 by 1 foundations, 2 by 2 foundations, 3 by 3 foundations, as well as different terraformers. You just kind of have to take a look at it. Um, these are all active in my game through my playthrough. Sim Settlements 2 Happy Trails add-on pack adds additional building plans, including 5 collectible magazines. Each of them has its own perk, quest, unlockables, power armor paint, and also a playable text-based game as a recreational plot. So it just adds a little bit more to Sim Settlements too. Armorsmith Extended. So this uses that. It requires having a version of AWKCR, Armor and Weapons Keyword Community Resource, um, and it does a lot of things. It allows any outfit in the game can now be worn under armor pieces, and they should show up when equipped. Every hat and helmet. Oops, darn. Get back down there. I accidentally hit the B button to go back. There we go. Um, there's just a lot to it, as you can see on this side of the screen. So, so I have that one. I have the Beantown Interiors menus. It's a patch for scripted menus, so it may or may not be necessary. I downloaded it just because I wanted to make sure that if there was a problem, this would take care of it. Um, so yeah. Stumble upon interiors. This is just more interiors that you can go into in different areas of the Commonwealth. Lexington Interiors, same deal. Opens up areas in Lexington that you can explore. Plenty of exploration, new interiors and exteriors to explore. Again, more to explore. Drunken Gnomes, the Gnomepocalypse. I love Drunken Gnomes. This is a fun mod. It lets you um, search for missing garden gnomes, basically. They're drunken gnomes. There's the Field of Dreams, reunite the Boston Blasters to bring a famous baseball team and America's favorite pastime back to the Commonwealth. Drunken Gnomes, the Mechanome, stop the Mechanome before he can activate his robot minions and threaten all of gnome kind. Drunken Gnomes, the Lost Patrol, help the Gnomes of Steel find their missing troopers. More quests to be added. Nick the Gnome can be found in Valentine's Detective Agency after you've completed getting a clue. If you're not familiar, let me see, a simple treasure hunt. Unlike the vanilla Bobbleheads quest, you don't get any perks or stats when you find a gnome. What you get is a cool souvenir of your travels and satisfaction of finding a drunken gnome. Each missing gnome recovered can be crafted as a static in any settlement, but you must have a gnome in your inventory to craft one. If you want to move the gnome, simply scrap it, then recover him from the settlement workbench to place again. So, again, it's just a fun thing, and I only know I have only found like 5 or 6 different gnomes. I wrote down where I found them. So, and they seem to be, it seems like they are available, or they're in those spots every time. So I think the creator of this mod put them in specific locations and they are always at that location. At least that's what I've seen so far. So as the situation arises, I can show where those gnomes are. Expanding Boston. This is another one. It just adds additional places to explore. Manufacturing Extended. This gives additional recyclers and components to component extractors, just different machines that you can build in your for manufacturing, so that things can automatically get done. So, more power armor paint. This allows you to use more colors, more patterns. Nuka-Cola Victory, it's a recipe for Nuka-Cola Victory, so you can make it on your own. Salvage Beacons, this is another one. I love this mod, and I think it's incorporated into some settlements too later on. I have this so that I can do salvage beacons from the very beginning. So, Sanctuary Bridge Fix. The bridge going from Sanctuary down to Concord is fully repaired and doesn't have a big chunk out of it. Settlement management software. From what I've been able to see, this has not been working properly. This is one of the things that stopped working with the anniversary update. Thank you very much. But I'm hopeful that it will start working. I did notice that somebody posted a video and was talking about this, and his worked, so I don't know. It might just be that one of the mods I have is interfering with it. I don't know. Settlement limits slashed. This does allow that I can build more things in my settlement until the little size bar fills up. So, Vault-Tec snow globes. This is another collectible, And, I like collectibles. I like looking for things when I'm out there scavenging. Visible companion affinity. So there is a menu I can go to that will let me look and see what is my current affinity number with Piper. What is my current affinity number with Preston? So that I don't have to wonder where I stand, how close I am to getting the perk. I can just go in and look. Ponytail hairstyles by Azar. Um, Not relevant to my character. I will be playing a male character. These are more for female characters, although some of them can be used. I have seen them used for male characters, but that's whatever you want. Post-war power armor displays. There's also one pre-war power armor displays. Honestly, I don't know exactly what the difference is. I truly don't know. Uh, the description on both is like identical except for the name, what it's called. So I don't know. I have them both. It's alright. UCO base game core components of unified clothing overhaul. This is required to get to be able to change the color, the main color of most armor and the Pip-Boy. So I have that one. Workshop framework script override. So this was to fix any. It says, okay, should only be used if you receive a pop-up warning telling you another mod is interfering with your scripts. I didn't get those, so I'm wondering if this script override is actually causing problems with. I think you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to un. I'm not going to uninstall it. I'm just going to turn it off so that this one is not. Oh, and it says place it at the very bottom of your load order. Well, I didn't know it was supposed to be at the bottom, so we'll put it there now. But it's still turned off, so if I need to, I can start it again. Loving Kate, it just changes the outward appearance of Kate. Commonwealth families, it brings families. It says, say hello to the Marcus family. They're located northwest of Abernathy Farm, near a vanilla game trader working on a tiny farm patch. You can recruit the Marcus family. Just talk to Avery Marcus, send them to any player-owned settlement. So here's a family that we can move into a settlement. Hoistway Hideaways. It's a quest. I have not done it yet, so we'll see. At some point, it says during the events of the quest, the Lost Patrol, the sole survivor can learn about the fate of the recon squad Artemis and what their mission was within the Commonwealth. Though we know now that only one of the 8 Brotherhood of Steel soldiers assigned to the mission survived. What if there was another? Hoistway Hideaway is a quest mod. Follow the epistolary story of a displaced Brotherhood soldier, Knight Tobias Ward, and his ghoulish companion Chester Moore. Experience a new location and dungeon, East Arm Company Manufactory. Acquired 2 new legendary items, a T-51 power armor paint job, and a bunch of other goodies. So there you go. I have not done it yet. I haven't run into anything for it, so we may end up doing it. This is an Outpost Zamanja edit. It removes some of the walls to make it easier to build. Again, I don't know. This is a new one I just downloaded recently, so we'll see. Some Settlements 2, AOP, Vault-Tec Tools, ESP. There's really no description on this, so I'm not sure what it does. I don't know. I've been thinking about just deactivating it, but I haven't made that decision to do so yet. And then I have some that I did deactivate. The Wasteland Ventures add-on pack for Sim Settlements 2. Honestly, I did not care for the building styles of this one. Other people may absolutely love them. It's fine. They weren't to my liking. Everyone's best friend, dog meat plus companion at the same time. Dog meat in theory is great, except that for some reason he gets in my way and it drives me crazy. So I turned that off. In fact, I may bypass dog meat for the time being. I know I will need him eventually, but I may go and get him just before I take on a companion, so that then dog meat goes to Sanctuary while I travel with another companion. Um, until I could, because I know I am going to need him for the main quest line. But for right now, it's deactivated. Vehicle salvage doesn't work, so I deactivated it. That's the workshop framework. So those are the mods that I currently have. There's 17 total enabled, or no, 67 are enabled, and then 4 are disabled at this point in time. So those are my mods. So I figured I'd put this at the very beginning of the first episode, so that you can refer back to it if you are interested. And you might want to see my gameplay, my game work, how my game works before you make that decision. So it's just reloading my mods, reordering them. And so now we're going to start a new game, and we are going to run this. This is a true full game experience. So I may, after Sanctuary, I am going to show how I do my builds in Sanctuary, but when I do builds in other settlements, what I will do is pause the recording and only come back on if something is relevant that I want to show you, or if a quest pops up and we need to leave, or when I'm done. So that way you don't have to sit through me for 2 hours scrapping a settlement or building building the foundation for the settlement that I want to do. So, and it can take me hours to get a layout just right. So I'll only subject it to you once for Sanctuary. So we're going to create a new character and start a brand new game. So, and because I've got creations loaded, and because one of my mods is the cheat terminal, my achievements are disabled. So some of the mods might cause that for the achievements to be disabled. A lot of them won't, so you'll have to pick and choose for that. So new game, applying Infinite Settlement patch. A Lexington interior settings holotape will be added to the player inventory. And here we go.
War. War never changes. In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the US ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself, for my wife, for my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes.
Okay, it says you have successfully installed the Cheat Terminal mod. You can access the mod from within your Pip-Boy under Miscellaneous. It will always be the first item under Miscellaneous, so scroll all the way to the top to find it. Or you can build a Cheat Terminal at any workshop under Power Miscellaneous Cheat Terminal for 1 circuit cost.
War
You're gonna knock
never
them dead at the
changes.
Veterans Hall tonight, hon.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
So there is occasionally where the lips don't sync up with what the character is saying, and I think there might be one of the mods might be interrupting the scripting a little bit. I don't know. It happens whether that other mod is active or not. So I don't know. Haven't figured out why. One of these days I might figure it out. So I'm going to create my character. I'm not making a lot. This is usually the face that I use. I am not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I am going to do a few
That's
things.
my handsome guy.
So facial hair, none. Eyes type is
Looking good,
going to
if I
be
do say so myself.
alert. One.
Such pretty eyes.
And color. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the right. Cancel that. Color is Y. Light green.
Yeah, not bad.
And color, that's the cut that I'm going to keep, is going to be deep red. And I'm going to go back. Extras. Remove all blemishes. And then put muscular. And I don't do anything with Nora. That's just how she looks. So done. So quick and simple. Okay, so this is where the military service mod comes into play. So I'm going with Marine Corps officer, maxing out on the rank, special operations officer, advanced power armor assault specialist, and for round 2, advanced power armor logistics specialist. And for round 3 is expert marksman and unrelenting combat
sir.
deployments.
Your coffee. 173.5
Grognak the Barbarian in the Jungle of the Bat Babies.
Perfection.
My favorite.
Today's newspaper just delivered.
Newspaper.
More of the same.
Yeah.
How can someone so small drink so much?
And you can click on a lot of different things.
It's a little early to be drinking.
If you click on the cigarettes.
Now, who left those here?
Oh, sounds like someone made a sticky. Sure.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
So,
Nuka-Cola. Ice cold. Looks like the milk got delivered. Saddle up Salisbury steak.
Just
Graded A+.
click on everything.
Sugar bombs. 100% daily value of sugar. I'm so proud of her. Good old USA.
On the island of Mambajow, the nights are cold, unseasonably so for Southeast Asia. But for the 5th Infantry, that's as cold.
Sit down, watch the TV.
Can you get that? It's probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
Okay, see who's at the door here.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Vault-Tec? Remind me again?
Why, we're about you, sir, and helping secure your future. You see, Vault-Tec is the foremost builder of state-of-the-art underground fallout shelters, if you will. Luxury accommodations where you can wait out the horrors of nuclear devastation. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, sir, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket, if you'll excuse my language. The big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid, and coming sooner than you may think. If you catch my meaning... I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family's service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
But there's room for my entire family, right?
Of course, of course. Minus your robot, naturally. In fact, you're already cleared for entrance. It's just a matter of verifying some information. Don't want there to be any holdups in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. Won't take but a moment.
Now, I can't wait for the world to end.
Ha ha! That's the spirit. Now, let's see.
Okay, so we're gonna enter our name here. And I'm just gonna add 4 to each.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. It's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
Around the country, Vault-Tec announced a continuation of their popular...
Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that paternal affection.
Okay, I'll come back and see what's wrong. Aw.
Wonder what Sean will grow up to be.
A little bit. He loves that. Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Will it be like that night in the park a year ago?
Sir? Mum? You should come and see this!
Codsworth? What's wrong?
So,
Followed by-
it's not on there right
Yes,
now. Let me
followed
go
by
ahead.
flashes, blinding
Hold on.
flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation. We seem to have lost
did
contact
he
with our
say?
affiliate stations.
Oh,
We do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. God.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault! Now!
I've got Sean. Let's go.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
Shh. Shh. It's okay.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills,
Head to the gate! That's absurd! I
Not on the
am
list.
Vault
You don't
Tech.
get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me. Okay.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay,
Thank
go
you.
ahead. Good luck,
You
ma'am.
two, follow me!
God
Come
help
on!
us
What's
all.
gonna happen to all those people
We're
outside the
doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving. Step on the platform in the center.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you.
We
Both
love
of
you too. Oh my god!
Hold on.
Can't this thing move faster? Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
We did it.
Hey,
Everyone,
hon.
please step
It's
off
gonna
the
be okay,
elevator
right?
and proceed up the stairs in an orderly
No
fashion.
need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home. Vault
We made it.
111. A better future
This is
underground.
our
Yes,
new
up the
home.
stairs.
I can't believe it. If we had left a minute later.
No. Don't get
We
caught
don't
up
be.
thinking about
Hun?
that. You're
It's gonna
safe
be okay,
now.
right?
Everyone, just head up these stairs and through the door there. Just this way, please.
Well,
This way.
Vault Tech is here for you.
Mail's
This way,
good.
please. Step over to the table, take a seat. Just this way. Welcome.
Here you are.
Pick up a suit
Down the
right
hall
over there. Right over there, please. Just step over. Over there. Take a seat.
Thanks. What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three.
It's
Follow
down
me.
the hallway right there.
See? This is our new home.
Oh, you're gonna love it here. This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you. It's gone. Our home. Everything we
My
had.
mother and father down in D.C.
Oh, we'll be going over all that in orientation. Just a few medical items we have to get through first.
Designed to be fashionable.
Hey there.
Follow me.
Prepared for the future, right?
This way, please. Just this way. Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
Who's my little guy? I'm not going far. I'll just be over there.
There he is, see? Daddy's not going far.
You all right?
I think he's better. You go ahead.
So apparently
The
I...
pod will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
So apparently
Time
I've
for a whole new
earned
life.
enough experience to start the Nuka World and Automatron quests.
Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
This is the one. Open it. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here.
No, I got him.
Let the boy go.
I'm not giving you shot.
Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized. Cryogenic array. Vault residents must vacate immediately.
Come on! There has to be a release! Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God!
I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back. I promise.
Must vacate immediately.
Okay, so on the left-hand side of the screen, you see the XP bar going up. That is because of the experience that the sole survivor obtains through his military service. So that's why I start with so much XP. So I just come in here to this little side room and I just pick up a few things that are on the tables here. Every little bit is going to help me in the upcoming days. This is just a monitoring terminal to monitor the residents of in the pods, but you can see nobody else is waking up here. So I am the sole survivor. That door doesn't open.
Malfunction in emergency exit door override. Please contact your Vault-Tec maintenance representative.
Big bug. So look in every single room, look in every single filing cabinet, container, desk drawer. Ah, there's one of the snow globes. These this particular computer, this is all lore type stuff. I've read it dozens of times and I'm not going to read all of these terminal entries, I'm sorry. Because it would be a lot of reading and I would be reading constantly and I don't currently have anything in front of me. I'm going to have to grab a drink here in a couple minutes. Okay, so we're just going to pick up everything, and there's a bug. Ah! There we go. Pick up the grab the radroach meat.
Roaches?
Yep.
What the hell?
So, oops. Oh. I meant to grab the bottle, and instead I sat down. Didn't want to. Did it anyway. Alright, so grab this stuff up here off the floor. Okay, here's a couple of games.
Yes.
So we've got Weird Aliens. You found a vintage and rare board game. Doesn't give you any perks or anything, they're just fun. And Futuristic Airport. And you will find duplicates of the board games. You can sell them or you can keep them, whatever you want to do. They'll just store stacked up in the cabinet that you store the games in. Okay, this terminal, it's a game that you can play. It's called Red Menace. This gives you the Overseer's memo and then the top 10 scores. So just take the holotape with you and you can load it onto the Pip-Boy and actually play a little mini game if you like. I've played it in the past. It's been a while. So I'm assuming it still works. So, okay, we're going to go in there because it's the next room. It's the only way that we can go. There's a couple of bugs in there I see crawling around. So we're going to have our baton here ready, and that one's over on the other side. So we're going to go around here. I didn't mean to. This is just power routing history, so. Oh. There's radroach. Where you at? There. Ah. Ah, there's two over there, so we're gonna let the lightning sparks that killed those two bugs subside and move. Oh, there's some more there. Now, when creatures attack you, they can cause some radiation damage as well as physical damage. Radiation damage would show up on your HP bar as a red line. In order to get rid of the radiation, you have to take something like Radaway or see a doctor to cure you of your
What happened
radiation.
Here? Where is everyone?
Okay, now I have a gun. Okay, first issue of a new comic book. Action comments do plus 5% damage at night. So this terminal here, again, there's the same lore. This one and these two give you the same information as that previous computer, but it also tells you about the cryolator, which is a unique weapon, and it opens up the evacuation tunnel, which we definitely want to do. Open the tunnel up. And you know what? I think I forgot something in one of the rooms back there. We're gonna have to go back through real quick, because I think I forgot something. So I'm gonna go down here, and once that clears, we can zip across. And I don't know if it was in this room. No. is there another quarters? Did I pass it? Nope, not this one. Okay, it might still be on the way. Hold on. Did I lose an entire room? Oh, no, I don't. Okay, this is it. I just haven't gone in far enough. Sorry about that. Oh well. Grab the cigarettes because those will break down into give you cloth, and there's a flirt magazine, little racy magazine, adults only please. Sex appeal perk up, plus 2% bonus on persuading any human in dialogue. Okay. And there's some more ammo for my gun. Here's a couple of the trading cards.
Bingo.
Strength Duel. Found an uncommon trading card. Make sure to attach it to your Western Cards poster. And then She's Mine. This is a common trading card. Collectors desire this card, and it's worth up to, now it says $100, but it's actually 100 caps. So, and there's a stim pack in there. Some more ammo and another gun. Oh, and there's another magazine. Incredible science fiction. Gain +5 poison resistance. So, that's good. And the cryolator.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
Can't get into quite yet. To get the gun ready, and there's bugs here, and I'm going to start with these two on the wall because they're a little closer to me. See, I'm an expert marksman. And then that one and this one. And I think that there's at least one more, possibly two. They might be around the corner, I think. Yeah, I see one moving there. Okay, I think that might be it now. Ah, that was a legendary with an explosive 10mm pistol. Bullets explode on impact, doing 15 points area effect damage. Ooh, that one's kind of nifty. I like that. But we're gonna get a different gun here. In fact, yeah. That's why I use VATS. I'm a crap shot. See, you can't even switch guns because we don't right now have any way of checking our inventory that I'm aware of, because B doesn't work. So I don't know. So we're gonna come over here. You want to come over here? Oh, there's a reward voucher. I've seen those before. So hold on. Move out of the way. I see a. Yes, I'm gonna pick that up, but stop, kitty. Okay. I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to do that. I'm moving him out of the way because there is a records log down here on the ground. We're going to pick that up. And now we're going to open the door. I'm not quite ready to leave the vault. You'll find out why here in just a few minutes.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
The reason I wait and make sure this door opens is because I have played a time or two where it's gone through all of this animation, but when the arm pulls back to roll the door to the right, it pulls back and rolls to the right, but the door doesn't come with it, and I can't get out. So I always make sure that that does open up. Now, this is where I use the cheat terminal. So, first, I'm going to save it to this point. Now, I'm going over here to under inventory, over under miscellaneous. There's the cheat terminal at the top. So, actually before I do that, because I'm currently at level 30, I've got 39 perks, or 39 points I can use. I'm going to go ahead and level up. And I've still got 4, so now see, I have to be level 41 to get that one, get the third one. Okay, so that's all the perks that I've currently got. So now I'm going to open up the cheat terminal, and so I've already maxed up all my specials. Everything is already at a 10. Current value 10. So I don't need to do that because I've already done it. I've done that, and I've done that officially. Now comes the cheat part. I'm going into the perks, and I'm going to give myself all the perks. It just makes things easier. The only ones I don't give myself, that I don't take this way, are the companion perks. Those I do actually earn by leveling up the affinity with the companions. Now I think the only perks this does not give me, I think, are the ones that require a specific level, and we'll check that in a minute. Now, I'm going to come down here to items. I'm going to go to weapons, guns, rifles, and I am going to get my favorite gun, which is the Last Minute. And I'm going to give myself the ammo to go with it. And one other thing, fusion cores. Then also under items, I'm going to go to armor, combat armor, heavy combat armor, and power armor, XO1, Spawn-A-Set. There's the power armor. So I'm going to remove this now. I am going to go back to apparel. This is fun to do. Eyeglasses. So I just dropped a bunch of stuff on the floor, including the extra wedding ring, and I'm just going to see if I can find it here. There it is. So, if you just hold down the A button, it's kind of hard to see, but see, I've got the wedding ring right there. Technically holding it. You can pick up an item, not take it, and it goes back in the inventory, but actually pick it up. And then if you're using an Xbox controller, either on the Xbox or on the PC, you can just hit the B button. I'm not sure what it is on PlayStation or Switch at this point. So now I'm going back over to the cheat terminal under items, mods. Because I'm going to modify my items. And it's under armor, legendary, charisma, and intelligence. I'm going to give every piece of my armor, as well as the ring and the glasses, this perk. Because, and hold on, I want to make sure I'm watching where the ring drops so I can not lose it. There it is. So when I pick it up, no, not pick it up, but take it.
Yes.
There you go. It now has the perk, and you saw the star next to it. I have to drop those glasses again, because I accidentally picked up the glasses at the same time, and those are going to get the perk too. The reason I do this, the higher your charisma, the more settlers potentially you can have in your settlements. So
excellent.
So as long as you see the little asterisk before the name of the item that you've put the mod on, the modification, it lets you know that that is now a legendary item.
Perfect.
And you can use any of these other, I mean, if you want to do this, you are more than welcome to pick any of these you want. These are just the ones that I use. You know what? Come on. Do the right thing here. Charisma, okay.
Yes.
There you go. So I'm gonna just do this real quick.
Hell yeah.
Nope.
Excellent.
Come on.
Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Bingo. Hell yeah. Yes. Hell yeah. Perfect.
Okay, I think that's everything. To make sure, we're going to just transfer one fusion core in there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So the only thing that I do not have in the way of my armor pieces is a helmet. That's because the helmet that I can get through the cheat terminal, I can't, it doesn't qualify to be recolored by the mods that I've got. So I'm gonna have to make, I could have made the armor and not done that as a cheat, but I mean, since I was here and I was doing it, just get it all done at once. So I will do that and apply the legendary when I get to Sanctuary. The only other cheat that I do, and everything I do is right at the very beginning of the game. I go in here under items down to crafting, and at the very bottom of the list is add every component, and I do this each time you press it, it adds 500. I do this for a total of 3,000, so I do it 6 times. So I get 3,000 of every item, every crafting component, and I seed that to Sanctuary. As I create supply lines, it'll link up other settlements to share those resources. It's just to get me going. I still have to pick up everything I absolutely possibly can. to continue to build the way I want to build. So, and because it's going to take a lot of resources, and there are like 35 settlements between the vanilla game and all DLCs. So, yeah, a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now if you look at your inventory under junk, you'll see 3,000. And then, you know, the odd stuff that I've been picking up since I started. So now I'm going to go over here, come back in here where the cryolator is, and unlock this and take it with me. That way I don't have to come back. There we go.
Yes, there
Done.
we go.
The cryolator isn't the gun that I'm going to use, although I've been told it's a very nice gun to use, but that's just not the gun that I like. I'm going to unlock this terminal. This is a terminal that's not in, I don't believe, is in the vanilla game, the base game. It, I'm pretty sure, is from one of the mods. I'm not sure which one. I don't know if it's Sim Settlements 2 or a different one, but it's here and I'm going to unlock it. I'm going through this one rather fast. I do want to get out of here and get onto some settlements. In the future, though, I will, for anybody that hasn't figured out how to do the terminals without failing a bunch of times, I'll show you how I do them here. Nice, easy peasy. You are welcome to use any or all of the mods that I use. Keep in mind, any you don't use, you won't have access to certain things, certain items, or certain abilities, such as cheat terminal, if you decide not to download that one. So we're down at the bottom. I've removed everything I possibly can. There are no more of these little hints. So there are 1, 2, it looks like 3 words remaining. I do have 4 tries, so that's more than enough to just, you know, do this one, then this one, and then this one. And it happened to be the first one, so there you go. So, priority message from Vault-Tec to all overseers. Confidential. Overseers' eyes only. A hearty hello from Vault-Tec. We at Vault-Tec extend our sincerest apologies for the extended lapse in communication and trust that the past 2 centuries have provided ample opportunities for growth and prosperity for your vault and its cherished residents. In keeping with our unwavering dedication to progress, we kindly urge all active vaults to respond to this message promptly, providing all-inclusive updates on vault conditions and all data on any active or completed research endeavors. Your patience and continued dedication to the Vault-Tec mission is immensely appreciated. Thank you, and remember, the future is bright with Vault-Tec. Okay, so priority message, please respond ASAP. Confidential, overseer eyes only. Greetings once more from the Vault-Tec team. We are disappointed that we've yet to receive any word from our esteemed Commonwealth vaults. This has caused us considerable concern. Rest assured that here at Vault-Tec we recognize that 200 years can bring about a multitude of unforeseen changes and events, including but not limited to 1. Difficulties or setbacks in Vault research projects, 2. Transitions in Vault leadership or community structure, 3. Disregard for Vault-Tec guiding principles, 4. Departure and repopulation of the Vault by external groups, 5. Unwarranted skepticism towards Vault-Tec, 6. Manipulation by outside entities. 7. Ill-advised adoption of communist ideals. We wish to reassure you that we recognize and accept such changes as natural developments and will not hold you or your vault residents liable, providing you promptly reestablish contact with us without delay. Thank you once again, and we look forward to your swift response. Remember, a brilliant tomorrow is forged today with Vault-Tec. And priority message, anyone please answer us. Not confidential, please read not confidential, anyone's eyes. Is anyone out there? Are any vaults still active? Is anyone reading this? We don't care who you are, just answer us. We can offer you wealth, resources, cutting edge technology, access to valuable locales. Just answer us, please. So there you go. Vault-Tec is reaching out, and I didn't even know Vault-Tec was still a thing here.
Is this all that's left?
So, at least we assume it's Vault-Tec. They're on the Vault-Tec frequencies. I've got my power armor on, and we are getting ready to head out of the vault. Exit the vault.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault.
Okay, Beantown Interiors has added a settings holotape to your inventory. The holotape will allow you to enable or disable features in this mod on the fly. Plenty of Explorations has added a settings holotape in your inventory. Holotape will allow you to enable or disable features in this mod on the fly. So, sounds like we have options on those. Beantown Interiors Menus has added script-injected crafting menus. Remember to use the uninstall chem if you choose to remove this patch. Okay. So we have a few missions or quests popping up, and these are from some of the content creations that I've got. And you know what? It just dawned on me, one or two of the mods is missing. Best of 3, listen to the Vault-Tec distress signal. I don't know what that one is. Because there's one for another power armor, Hellfire power armor, which is also an enclave, like little mini mission, mini quest. So that's really weird. I want to look into that. Okay. So these two, this is a new building. I'm not sure when it came about. I'm moving this over and I'm going to throw it off the little hill here towards where we're going to be exiting, because these are items that can be scrapped, and because they have no tops, they're hollow, they can be picked up. The ones that have a lid on them cannot be picked up. So, don't try. If you're in power armor and you try to pick up something that's too heavy, it'll just cause you to get out of your power armor. So anything up here that you can physically pick up, not the skeletons, I mean you could if you can pick them up, but you can't scrap them and there's no point. So these boxes you can't pick up, you can just empty, but these cones, traffic cones, these will give you plastic and rubber when you scrap them. So we're just going to toss these out here by the gate so that we can come back and move them into Sanctuary so that we can scrap them, because remember, you have to be within a settlement to scrap anything. So these can't be picked up. Can I pick? Oh, I can pick those up. So the reason I'm huffing and puffing is because my my AP keeps going down every time I move, especially because I'm encumbered. The AP goes down, and eventually I will get to the point I will start huffing and puffing. When my AP runs out, then I will move at a crawl. And that doesn't work for me. So the last thing I'm going to do, other than I will, when I make my helmet, I will add the perk to that. But the only other thing that I do is I come down here to cheats. I mean, I could go all out and I could enable God mode, but no, I don't need to do that. I just hit infinite AP. I will still run out of AP, but not just from moving around so much. Vault-Tec calling, that's for the Vault-Tec mod that came out at around the time the others did for, oops, see, I didn't have that wooden barrier, which will give you wood for sure, and I'm not sure if there's anything else involved in that. But I didn't actually have hands on the barricade before I tried to pick it up, which is why it took me out of my suit. And it happens. So I just up here, and I'm just tossing things down towards the gate. That one almost went over the gate. So just all of this stuff, we're just going to move within the boundaries of Sanctuary so that it can be scrapped. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, some of this stuff can be tedious, and I probably won't move all of this stuff to Sanctuary on the video. I might wait until I end the recording for today. So I will probably do about 3 or 4 hours today. So I will stop. I started at for this afternoon. It's after 5. Let me see. It is almost 6, so we've already been almost 2 hours and haven't even got to Sanctuary yet. Unless I can figure out how to split the 4-hour recording sessions into 2 separate videos. So I might do a 2-hour and a 2-hour. The first 2 hours would be just me getting to where I'm in Sanctuary. And that includes the time it took for me to go over all of the mods that I use. So anything that you like out of what I use, you can download yourself. And all of them are available through the Creations menu on the actual game startup screen. So just going to continue to throw this stuff, the stuff that I can take. Let me see, that one, is that hard? Oops, apparently not. That one must have a lid that I just can't see this end of it to see whether or not it's solid or not. It must be though. It won't let me pick it up. That one's not, so that one can be scrapped. And this one can be scrapped. And that one didn't go far enough. Tires, the loose tires like that can be scrapped. Well, all tires can be scrapped if they're within the settlement, but only the single individual tires can be picked up. If it's part of like a stacked group or a piled group, those can't be scrapped or can't be moved. You can't carry them. You can't pick them up. So we're just going to get as much of this stuff as we can down there. So that we can move it to, so I can just come back this far and move everything into Sanctuary so that I can scrap it. Oh, come on. Oh, that's right. I don't have my jetpack yet. Ugh. That's gonna get old. And I may wait and do the scrapping of Sanctuary, scrapping everything that I can until after I'm done with the recording portion of it, so that it doesn't have to be on screen. But when it comes to doing the first build, this build for Sanctuary, I will lay that all out and show you how I do it. And I don't do it the typical way some settlements sets it up to be able to do it, because basically you would make one of your settlers or one of your companions the mayor of the settlement. And in doing that, the settlement you would pick out the city plan, but then the settlement would build itself. It would support up to so many, based on the city plan, would support X number of settlers. If you go beyond that number, and you do not yet have the resources or the ability to make multi-person dwellings, to upgrade, then you would have to build additional plots. I like the control. I like setting it up myself so that I'm not pigeonholed by whatever design somebody else has created. Now, I've seen some pretty incredible builds. There's one for Finch Farm that is amazing, and I wish I could do a 10th as good. Mine are amateurish by such standards, but I do the best that I can, and it works for what I want to do. So we're almost done putzing around here. We will be moving on here in a few minutes. And like I said, the stuff that I'm tossing over there, I'll wait until I'm no longer recording. Oh, darn it. Until I'm no longer recording to move all this stuff over and scrap it. So I just may walk back up here to show you that, yes, see, I did all of this and we got it's all been scrapped and it's all good. And there's, I think, one more traffic cone right here. I think that is good. This is just all the loose stuff that we can carry down. But I haven't got everything out of here yet, so I still have to scrap everything or take everything that's not nailed down. I always forget that knife that's stabbed into the top of the monitor there. Alright, I think it's all good. I think we're good to go. We can head out. I am going to pick up one of these and take it down with me. I gotta walk over all this stuff. So we just have to walk it far enough in to where it's going to be inside the build area. So I'm going to come over here before I talk to Codsworth. I'm going to come over here. On the workbench is a Robco Backyards Robotic issue 1. And by picking this up, it says you've collected an issue of Robco Backyard Robotics. It includes components to build your own recruitment radio beacon. So it gives you what you need to build a radio beacon, because it wants you to get Sim Settlements 2 started right away, because once you build a radio beacon here, Sim Settlements 2 starts. So I'm not going to build a radio beacon here yet. So we are going to go ahead and come over and talk to Codsworth.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Okay, you're still here.
Codsworth? You're still here. So other people could still be
Well,
alive
of
too.
course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International? But you seem the worse for wear. Best not let the wife see you in that state, hmm? Where is the missus, by the way?
Killed her.
They killed her.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire... It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son
Worse
back.
than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years? What? Are you...
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little, for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. And nothing... Don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
A holotape? What's on it?
I believe it's a private message for you. My etiquette protocols would not permit me to play it for myself. Any standard holotape reading device should be able to play it back. Oh, like that Pip-Boy on your arm. That should work brilliantly. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Sean may turn up yet.
Have you seen anything dangerous?
Oh, just the usual, sir. Pesky neighborhood dogs and mosquitoes. Shall I investigate?
All right. Lead the way.
Round 2 serves, sir.
Okay, so I'm not actually going to follow him. I'm just going to let him do himself, you know. Let him have that adventure. So there are a couple of things I want to point out over here. I believe it is this house, along with some rad roaches that we're going to have to kill. Did switch out my weapon, set it to favorites there we go. Okay, so no, this is not the right house. Darn it. Maybe it was the other one. This one. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So, sometimes on a container, or like on this one, a safe, sometimes on a door that's closed, you'll see this tension trigger. You want to disarm that. Because if you open the box or the safe or the door with it still on there, it'll set off whatever booby trap has been set. In this case, it is a makeshift bomb. I'm going to go ahead and disarm this as well, and it's going to give me some more components. Then I'm free to unlock the safe and remove the items. Now, if you're scrapping a settlement like this and you want to forego having to stop and open up safes, you can just scrap the safe. Everything in the safe will go into the workshop storage. But by opening up the safes, the locks, this way, you gain experience, getting you to your next, oh, and there's a board game in here too, Hovercraft Heist. So, now you can scrap the, oh, I haven't set the thing to be able to go into workshop mode yet. So just be careful of booby traps like that. Sometimes there will be like a line across a walkway, and if you get too close to it or you step through it and break the tension line, it'll set off the booby trap. So that is that. And then over here, take a moment to get there. I think it's behind here. No, it's the next one. Okay, it's behind this house, the blue one, right down at the, around the cul-de-sac. There is a root cellar here. You cannot, go into, build mode down here, so all you can do is pick up the stuff that's in here and take it out with you. Here's another board game, Missiles and Men. Just pick up what you can, unfortunately, because you cannot carry anything out with you, so I can't pick up these wooden boxes and go up the ladder because I have to hit the A button to get out, and if I do, I'm going to drop the box anyway. So unfortunately you can't pick up anything, take it out with you, so you just kind of have to grab what you can. It'll go in your inventory, and then you can dump it into the workshop when you get out. So and you can pick up the burnt trade magazines, because unlike in the vanilla game, because of the mod that I've got, instead of under miscellaneous having burnt magazines or whatever, they are now over here in your junk, and burnt trade magazines now will give you 1 cloth. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but hey, if you need the cloth, it's nice to have a way to get it, you know? So we're gonna unlock this one. There we go. So unfortunately we won't be able to scrap that safe. That would have given us some steel anyway. I don't know if it would give springs or anything like that, but I think we've got everything now down here. Oh wait, top shelf there. And there's a can there. I think now we have everything we can. So we can leave here now. Sorry, I need to grab my my lap blanket. It's like in the 50s here. I'm in Florida. And while I know that there are those of you in northern states or other parts of the world that are where it's winter and it's cold, I live in Florida. We're talking 90, 100 degree weather in the summertime. So 50s gets a little chilly. And one, to save on electricity, but two, because I do prefer cooler weather to warmer, because I can add layers or cover up and not be as cold. When you're hot, no matter what you take off, so there's just no point to it. So I have my windows open. Let some fresh air in. It's all nice. So I think this was where, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was the other one over. Ah, yeah, there it is. The bloat flies. There were 3 bloat flies in this home. Oh, there's number 2. Take everything out of there. And because they have bloat fly meat, sometimes they'll have a gland that I don't know what the hell it does. Where's the third one? Is it outside as well? I don't know where it is. Usually sometimes there'll be 1 outside and 2 inside. But darned if I can find the third one. So I'm only seeing, oh wait, there it is. So, for right now, I'm going to move all of these out here. Because I do want to share this with you. So when I picked up these bloat flies, when I found them, I looted everything off their bodies. So I took the bloat fly meat and whatever else they had on them, whatever else they had swallowed or whatever. So now I want to show you something. Okay, still haven't done that. Okay, let's go over here and let's get into workshop mode. So, there we go. So, we can start scrapping stuff. You just hit the X button and then confirm. If there's anything in something like, if it's an intact mailbox, it might have something inside the mailbox. If it does, or if you scrap a safe that you haven't opened, it'll just automatically put the contents inside the workshop. So, I didn't really mean to get out of that. So over here, under power and manufacturing, I'm going to put down under miscellaneous, I am going to put down conveyor storage. You could do workshop storage, but I want you to see what you get with this setup here. Okay, so there's that, and then we're going to come over to machinery, and we are going to go 3 over. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, auto butcher, and we're going to put that down. We're just going to snap it to the end of that one, and they do snap. So, and then here I'm going to go over to conveyor belts, and I'm going to grab this long one and put that right there. So now I'm going to have to power it, but I got to get up on the roof to create. I'm going to take down the sign, scrap that. I'm not going to scrap that, I'm just going to put it in the inventory, and there's a reason. So right now, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to upgrade our power armor real quick. So Mark 7 or 6, which is the highest level. Patriotic, at least until I align with a faction. That's headlamp bright. I tried purple the other day thinking, oh, something a little different, but it's just not bright enough. Nope, that's the wrong paint. Patriotic, that's the one I want. And braces on the arms. On the legs. We're going to go with calibrated shocks for increased carry capacity. Torso, patriotic, and jetpack. Alright. And let's go ahead and do this too. Lining, shielded. I don't think, yeah, no primary color swap. Pip-Boy, primary color swap. Black. We go polymer. We go deep pocketed. No decal, no paint. Primary paint is black special ops. Deep pocketed, primary, black special ops, and that's it on these. Polymer, deep pocketed, special ops, black. Deep pocketed. Special Ops Black. And then, so that's glasses, the Pip-Boy, chest, left arm, left leg, right arm, right leg, and the Vault-Tec suit that I put the legendary on. Like I said, it's been a long day, so I probably won't do a whole lot more tonight for this one. So shielded lining, not doing a secondary color swap or a decal color swap. Overlay would be deep pocketed, and primary is black. It's the only with that mod, the UCO mod, can you change the color of the vault suit. And I think, yeah, we can even put a shielded lining on the wedding ring. So there we go. Now, before I finish this, we're going to do one other thing here. Well, a couple of other things here. We're going to scrap these things, not the tools, and there's a reason. Scrap that, and that, and that, and this. And unfortunately, you can't scrap the lantern. But now we're going to come over here to crafting and build the armor smith workbench. Like I said, I could have just gone here and built and made my I don't know what I did there. Made my combat armor here, but I was already there and I got it done. So I'm coming down here to this one, the combat armor helmet with light UCO. This is the only one that I've been able to find that I can make the same black as my armor. So we're going to cancel, make sure. Okay. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to use polymer and lining shielded. Not this paint. Headlamp bright. And primary color swap. Special ops black. So now go here to apparel and equip. Oh, he just hit the A to equip. So now, there we go. And see, it's the same color as my armor. Alright. That's all done. That is done. Oh, hold on. There is one thing I did not do. I'm gonna have to move out. I can't believe I forgot this. I still have to come here. I have to drop the helmet. Pick it up and oops. And the same one, the charisma.
Excellent.
And then back over to apparel and equip it. There we go. Now we're good. So, I'm just going on the way over there. I'm going to just scrap stuff as I go. That. We've got some wood, part of the building, part of the tree. Stump and the fallen tree. I need to come back over here. So there's my manufacturing, my little manufacturing thing. I'm going to come over here to power generators, and this is the wireless system. And there are a lot of different types. Some of them include a certain number of beds, food, water, defense, full happiness, and but I don't get any of all of that because I'm going to have that by the time I'm done with the build. I'm just going to do power. That's all I want is the power. And this is the one type of thing that you have to wire in, that has to be hardwired. It does not have a wireless option. I don't know why somebody didn't think of that, but there you go. So now I'm going to pick up these bloatflies, even though I've already taken the meat, and I'm going to drop them on this conveyor belt. Oops, that one didn't quite make it on. There you go. And pick this one up and take this one there as well. So that is the auto butcher, and it will butcher any dead creature, including people. So kind of gross, but there you go. And I believe in the base game there is a perk that is cannibalism. I do believe. Let me look here. So I'm pretty sure. Unless it's something that's through a perk, or not a perk, a mod. Which could be. It could be through a mod. Rooted, maybe it is through a mod. It's ghoulish. Oh no, there it is, cannibal. Eating human, ghoul, or super mutant corpses now restores a significant amount of health. I just say no. I don't think so. So I wanted to check, but it seems to me there are still some perks. But it looks like I've got everything. Maybe I have to hit that level before it shows. Oh, there. See, there's a third star that's not yellow. It says it requires 23. I don't know why I don't have it. Scrapper, third level. So, as I level up in the future, there may be a few here that I still need to go in and do manually. I don't know. Go figure. Oh, okay. Now, in, I think it was this, yeah, this building, there were those two roaches. They should still be there. Oh no, it wasn't this building. It was the next one. Because I came to this building first and killed the roaches. So we can do the same thing with these roaches. We're just going to pick them up. I know, kind of gross, but you know, there you go. Bouncing around there. So we're just going to walk these. Yeah, I can't run because I am officially encumbered. And we're going to put this on top of, on this conveyor. There's actually 3 more total down there. 1 more in that building, and then there's 2 others close by. So we're gonna get this one moved. You know what? Let's just get this out of my way so I don't have trouble getting over it. And we're gonna grab this bug. So then there are two other bugs. One in that totally destroyed house right there. It's going to come out as soon as I get close. So I'm going to get my gun ready. There it is. Take the meat. Let's put it where I can find it a little easier. And this one in here. So. And we're going to pick this one up as well. Now this one is a little heavier, so it's not letting me go as fast. This is a little bit bigger bug, I guess. I don't know. So I think what I'm going to do, because it is 6:30 now, at 7 o'clock I will go ahead and end this episode. So I'll go ahead and do a little bit of the scrapping on the recording, or we'll at least finish up with Codsworth here. So we'll go over, and because he's already finished searching the neighborhood, and we have one more dialogue bit with him. I am not going to build a recruitment settlement or recruitment beacon yet, because like I said, the minute I do, it's going to start the Sim Settlements 2 stuff, and I want to hold off on that for just a little bit. What I'm thinking about doing is in here, these are all the quests that popped up after we came out of the vault. These two we got earlier, but the rest of these, Slocum's Joe, When Pigs Fly, Captain Cosmos, Tunnel Snakes, Best of 3, not Vault Tech Calling, because that's the third major DLC, other than Far Harbor. Far Harbor won't take effect until later in the game, in the vanilla game. So, whoa, I just threw the bug across the yard. Where is it? There it is. I didn't mean to throw it. So we're gonna walk it down here and put it on the conveyor belt, and when it's done running, I can show you what all comes out of that, what we got from butchering all these dead bugs. And over where Codsworth is now, there are 3 more bloatflies, so we'll check it after we do the Codsworth and get the bloatfly carcasses. Sometimes one of the bugs will have gotten outside. I'm not seeing one, so they must all still be inside. So here we go.
Mr. Ian, your family isn't here either. They're really gone, aren't they?
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
What about Concord, sir? Plenty of people there. And last I checked, they only pummeled me with sticks a few times before I had to run back home.
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood, and past the Red Rocket Station. Here and secure the home.
Okay, so I'm actually not going to go to Concord right now, or next. That'll happen later. I think what we're going to do, when I come back, I'll probably record another episode tomorrow. I'm going to try and get this one posted tonight or tomorrow morning. I have to figure out how to do it because I've only ever done live streams in the past, which are automatic. So I just have to make sure I can figure out how to post this video. But I hope that it was educational. I hope that it was entertaining, maybe. I know bits of it because the very beginning I was showing you all the different mods that I use and creating the character and getting that initial, you know, the basically the onboarding, the prologue of the game completed. Isn't quite so exciting, but when you I do post the next episode, you should see a completely cleaned up, completely transformed Sanctuary when you come back for episode 2. Provided I can figure out how to post episode 1. So okay, so we're gonna give this a few minutes to run. In the meantime, we can come over here and scrap some stuff. We can scrap some stuff from inside. See what we can scrap in the next few minutes. No. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I didn't mean to hit yes. Need to go over here and find that chair. There we go. Now, we're scrapping everything except for tools. Tools we'll just pick up for now. Or if we're in workshop mode, we'll just send it to the workshop and I'll get it from there. Okay, is this room now clear? It is. I don't know if I opened this. I did not. Okay, so I'm going to open this one. Go ahead and grab that little bit of experience for unlocking the safe.
Got it.
So now we're going to scrap it. So it's only a few points for scrapping or for picking the lock, but hey, that got me 9 points closer to the next level up. So this room I believe is clear, and now this room is clear, that room is clear, and this room is clear. So we're going to come back out here and let's take a look at what's in here. So we have 6 acid, that's from the bloat flies. There were 6 bloat flies, each one provides 1 acid. So we're going to take those. 6 bloatfly meat, again 1 per bloatfly. No, glands. bloatfly glands, 1 per bloatfly. 12 meat, that's 2 per bloatfly, plus the one that we got originally, giving a grand total of 3 meat per bloatfly. 24 fertilizer, I think these are from the radroaches, I think. Not sure, but I think. So there were 4 radroaches, which would be 6 fertilizer for each radroach. And then 8 meat, 2 per radroach, plus 1 per radroach when I killed them initially. So again, 3 meat per bug. So there you go. And I'm just going to leave this sitting here so that if, say, we get attacked by a swarm of bloatflies, well, we can just run through there and get more meat. Because people gotta eat. And I guess when you're hungry enough, you will eat just about anything. At least that's what I've been led to believe. I've never been that hungry, and I hope never to be. I draw the line at eating bugs. Actually, in the event that when we go out wandering, because we are going to wander for a bit, I have a plan in mind, and I will lay it out probably when I come back on for the next episode. If we have the opportunity to bring somebody in as a worker or settler to our settlement, they will need a bed, they will need food, clean water, so I will get all of that set up. I'm just not going to set up a I'm not going to set up a beacon, a recruitment beacon. Not yet. Not until I'm ready to start some settlements. Because my thinking is, I think what I might do, run through those little mini quests that I got from the different creation club things that I've got. Tunnel snakes and Slocum's Joe and Captain Cosmos, and I forget what else. And I am going to go in and see if for some reason that other creation club mod that I got, if it just got deactivated again. That's one of the problems with the anniversary edition. Hey, most of my mods that I was using are now working again. I mean, for a while I only had episode 1 of Sin Settlements that would load, that would activate. I was getting an error on the other two. And then finally, with that first patch they did, it fixed that issue for me, so, which is good. Right now, I have a real love-hate relationship with Bethesda. I really do. I mean, Fallout 4, I think, is a very good game. It's got the potential to be great. It's got a potential to be awesome. But right now, thanks to the poor leadership of Bethesda, and you know who I'm talking about, it is at best a mediocre game, but with the potential to be so much more. And if somebody would just get out of the way and let the devs do what the devs do the right way that they need to do it, it could be a great game. It could be. So we'll see. I have absolutely no hopes when it comes to Elder Scrolls 6 because I don't know, the way Bethesda is going currently, they may not be around long enough to put out Elder Scrolls 6. I'd love to see it. Skyrim is another of my all-time favorite games. So I put down 12 sleeping bags. I seriously doubt, without a beacon, that we will need that many, but there you go. They're there anyway. Like I said, I don't know if, what we're gonna run into. I know of a few settlers a few people that we can
I need to assign someone to this. I need to assign someone to this.
Right now, there's enough food for 1.5 people with the plants that are down. So I'm going to put down enough food for 1.5 people. So as long as we don't have more than 3 people until we can get some more food plants to put out growing here. This is what we got food wise. Okay, so there are currently 6 plants growing, and each of them will provide a half a food. So 3 food, that's it. Alright, so the rest of this I'm going to scrap. 2 things that you will see when you come back. There will be a building here. Nothing will be in it yet, but there will be a building here ready for what needs to go in it. There will be a building here. In this building, there will be the 6 different... Oh, that reminds me. In order to make the 6 different stores that are found in the vanilla game, because this is what's going to get us started until we get the plot types for them for some settlements too. I need to go back to the cheap terminal. There's one other thing I need: caps. I'm not going crazy. I'm picking up 100,000 caps. That will create the stores for at least this settlement, if not for however many more settlements I need to put them down at. I don't know how soon I'll be actually doing settlements. So that's where we're at. And it is, we got a few minutes yet, so I'm just going to show you. Oh, let me take care of the junk in my inventory so that I am not carrying around so much. Because most of the rest of what is left here we can deal with setting up my inventory and what I'm taking with me and what I'm leaving here. So now I can run. So we're gonna run back over here, and this is the other thing that I'm going to try and get accomplished before the next episode. So I'm just gonna start picking up the stuff that I threw down there and bringing it into the settlement, and we have to bring it in far enough that we can, it's actually in the settlement and we can scrap it. So that's what we're going to be doing. So all of that stuff that's up there will no longer be there when we come back to it. So that's going to do it. This was just the getting our seeing what mods I use, creating our character, getting the initial prologue, I guess you could say, in the vault, getting to Sanctuary, meeting up with Codsworth, and by the time I come back, everything will be scrapped that is going to be scrapped. And there will be 2 buildings built, one with stores in it, the other one empty, to get us set up towards starting some settlements. I may go ahead and start with getting some of my foundations set down that I'm going to be working with. So we'll see what I can get accomplished yet tonight. And if I don't record the next episode tomorrow, I'll record it Saturday. And I may record a couple of episodes Saturday because I will have a good portion of the day. Well, I do have a couple things I'm going to do. Over the weekend, I'll try and get at least 2 or 3 episodes. And I'm going to try and stick them to between 2 and 3 hour episodes. So there's going to be a lot of episodes because this is going to be a complete playthrough of the game, including some Settlements 2, and it's a lot to Sim Settlements 2, running concurrent to the vanilla game. It's all going to be intermingled. And the way I'm planning on doing the main storyline, I'm going to see if I can't do it with all 3 of the remaining base game factions surviving taking down the Institute. So I want an ending where the Railroad, the Brotherhood, and the Minutemen all survive. And I have been told it is possible. And I have a plan. I have an outline. of how supposedly it can be done. So we're going to see if we can accomplish that. So we will see what we can do. So I think my plan is I'm coming over here to look at the quests. We are going to start with these 5, best of 3. I don't know what the Vault-Tec distress signal is. And that might have something to do with that terminal in the vault from Vault-Tec, so I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'd not seen that before. This was only the second time I've opened that terminal and seen that message, so I don't know what it's about. I know that this one is the actual Vault-Tec DLC, which we're not going to do right now. There will come a time, but not right now. So best of 3, Tunnel Snakes, Captain Cosmos, When Pigs Fly, Slocum's Joe. Hopefully the Hellfire one, if I can get it to download and stay downloaded, because it's really starting to annoy me. And then we may go ahead and start Mechanical Menace, get the Mechanist questline done, because one, that will give us robots which can be used for defense and can be used for as provisioners instead of sending our people on the dangerous roads of the Commonwealth as provisioners. We can use robots, but we have to have enough of the robot parts to make it reasonable. A Protectron wouldn't make a good provisioner. They don't move very fast, but they would make decent protectors and decent defensive providers, at least until we can build like Assaultrons. So we'll see. So but that's the plan for next time. In the meantime, I'm going to try and get Sanctuary completely scrapped and those base buildings built. We'll see. I don't know what kind of time frame I may be trying to put too much on my plate in the time that I've got. So we'll see. If I do an episode tomorrow, if I record an episode tomorrow, that means I would have to get this all scrapped tonight. And it can take a couple hours to get everything scrapped and start putting down the foundations for the buildings. So we'll see. So for now, this is Andara saying good night, and have a good evening, have a good day. I don't know what time of day it is where you're at. Have a good day tomorrow if it's nighttime. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.